Hello friends, so welcome to this new video. So we have created different dashboard in our previous videos, right? So in this video, we are going to create one new dashboard, which is the HR analytics dashboard. So for this, today we have one HR dataset, the new one. But today we are going to learn one new thing, and that thing is we will learn today how to use navigation in Power BI. So navigation in the sense, let's say we are creating one index, right? We have different titles in that particular index. So if you click on that particular title, it should navigate to that particular page, right? That is called as navigation, and we are going to learn this new thing today. Okay, so this is useful and this is very important when we are going to create one report which has multiple pages in it. Okay, so let's start. Okay, for creating the dashboard. So we know the first step for creating the dashboard is load the data. So today also we are using Excel workbook as an our data source. So we have this file new HR. Okay, so we will just open it. So it will take hardly 15 to 20 seconds to get load. Okay, so if you observe, it is loaded now. Okay, so we'll just tick mark here. Okay, so it is showing the preview. We will directly click on transform data. We will check what are the different data available in this particular file. Okay, so today we are going to create multiple pages report, okay, for this data set. So the data available here is, in the first column we have employee name, in the second column we have employee ID. We don't need this because we cannot show anything by this employee ID, right? So that's why we will remove this one. The third one is salary of the employee. We need this. Position ID, we don't need this, so we will remove. Then position we need. Position ID we don't need, but position we need. State we can remove. Zip code we can remove. Date of birth we can keep for finding out the age of the employee, and gender we can keep. Marital status we can keep. Then citizenship we can keep. The next column we can remove. Race we will keep. Date of hire we can keep. Then date of termination we can keep. Termination reason we can keep. Employee status we can keep. Department we will need this one. Manager name we will need. Manager ID we don't need. See, this ID and all these columns are useful when we have multiple tables in it. Okay, so recruitment source we will keep. Performance score, engagement survey we will keep. Satisfaction we need. Special project count we will keep this one as well. Last performance review. Absences will delete. Okay, so this data we need today, okay, for creating our dashboard. So we will just click on this close and apply. See, after loading, the next step is we have to check the relationship between the tables. But today we have only one table, right? Today we have only one table. So there is no point of checking relationship, right, in that particular table. Because if you go on this third icon, which shows model one, so there is only one table, so it will show only one box. If we have multiple table, then multiple boxes will be shown and we have to build the relationship between two tables. But today that is not needed. See, if you click on this one model, it's loading. Sometime it's take time. Okay, now it is loaded. See, the second one, data, we have already checked this one. Okay, and third one is the model. If we go on the model, only there is one table, HR dataset, and these are the different column in this particular table. So we don't have to create a relationship because multiple tables are not there. Okay, so we'll just go on this report page. So this is our first page. So we will name it as home. Okay, we'll name it as home. Now we will design this particular page. So basically what we are going to do, uh, first we will so in this, first we need one basic measure, which is the total employee count. Okay, so what we will do, just right click on this table, go to new measure. See, measures are nothing but these are kind of calculators which will calculate certain values. So the name of the measure will be total employee. We don't have this count in this table, right? So that's why we are using total employees. Now how to find total employees? It will be sum, or we can directly find out the count. So it will be count, and we are using employee names, right? So it will count the total employee names, and that will be nothing but total employees, right? We can hit enter now. So this was our first measure. Okay, we'll go to report page. So first we have to decide the our background. Okay, so for coloring the background, we have to just go on this icon, format your report page, go to canvas background, because this area where we create different visual is called as canvas, right? So color we will select as this one. Okay, so this will be our today's background. And one more thing here which we can do is we will go to insert, we'll go to shape, and we will select rounded rectangle here. We'll just align it properly, and this will act as our index. Okay, and the color which we will give for this one will be, yeah, this color we will give. Okay, so click on this shape, go to style, and in this color click on more color, paste the color code. Okay, this is fine, and we want to remove border, so we will disable the border. Okay, so this shape will act as our index. So basically we want to create buttons here. I'll tell you what is the advantage of this one. So we'll just resize it. Okay, so our first button, so for creating the button, what you have to do, you have to go on this insert. Okay, here button, just select blank. Okay, so this is the button. Now you can change the shape of the button. So how to change the shape of the button is you have to go on general, then here button, we have shape here, so you can select rounded rectangle, and you can give the number for rounded corner, so we will select 15 here. Okay, and you can resize the button. So basically in this style we have an option text, so you can enable this. So the first text will be home, so this is nothing but home button. We'll make it bold, and we will select font color as white so that it will be clearly visible, and we'll resize this button like this. Okay, in the similar way, I have copied this button, I have pasted. So Power BI has an advantage that we can copy paste the visuals directly. Okay, so now our second button will be, the second page of our report will be employee data. Total employees. Instead of this, what we can do, employee analysis we can keep. Okay, then we will create the third button. So third button will be salary and satisfaction analysis. Then the next one will be employee details. Okay, these are the four buttons, and we are going to create some slicers. So slicers act as a temporary filter. Okay, so let's say we want to filter out the data based on their gender. So for that we will create one slicer. Okay, so you can select gender in the field. Okay, and you want the type of the slicer to be drop down. So go to slicer setting. Instead of vertical list, you can select drop down. Just resize this slicer, drag it here, you can keep. Okay, and one more slicer we want to create, which is of department. So in this, in field, instead of gender we will select department, and one more we can create for position as well. So instead of this department we will select position. Okay, so we can format this slicer as well. So for the first thing here, which you have to do is you have to disable the background. Okay, the next thing is go to visual, slider header, make it bold and select color as white so that it will be clearly visible. And at last, values, you can make it bold and you can select the color as black. Okay, now see, let's say you have created this slicer, right? So you have to copy paste the format to this slicer now. So just select the slicer, go to home button, click on format printer and paste on this slicer. Like this you can do for the third one as well. So this is very easiest way of doing formatting. Okay, so this will be our index. Okay, so now this is our home page, right? So we can, what we can do here, we will create multiple pages now by using this. So just create duplicate. So give the name, you can rename it as employee details, employee analysis. I'll tell you how to use navigation here. You can just create duplicate of this one, rename it and give the name as salary and satisfaction analysis. And at last you can, okay, this is fine, and we need one more page, right? So just duplicate it, rename it, you can give employee detail. Done. So we have 4 pages, right? So I'll tell you how to use navigation in this at last. Okay, so we just need one formatting here. So just select, go to format, and we are just doing alignment, so click on distribute vertically. Okay, similarly for all pages you can do this. And go to format, distribute vertically. Done. Okay, now you can add one background image for the home page. So what we can do, we can use one image. I have this image. Okay, you can use this one. Yeah, and you can select fit as fill. Okay, so this image you can use as a background image. So there is index, this is our home page. Now if you come on the second page, which is employee analysis, so here we will create some of the visuals. Okay, so the first visual will be total employees based on their marital status. So for that we can use this donut chart. So first we will show total employees based on their gender. Okay, so legend will be gender and values will be total employees. Okay, so we will just format this one. So legend, we will show it on top center. Then data labels, we'll make it as bold. We'll select the color as white, and we will, the main thing, we'll select this visual and we will disable the background. Go to general, go to effect, disable the background. Okay, now one more thing which is remaining here is legend, right? So for text we'll make it bold and white, and legend title as well, we will make it bold. Go to title, make it bold and white, and we can center align it. Okay, so this shows total employees by their gender. Okay, the next visual which we can create is total employees based on their marital status. Okay, so we'll just copy paste this visual like this. So instead of gender, we will select marital status as in legend. So if you observe carefully, it is showing all information. Okay, and the third visual which we can create here is total employees based on the citizenship. So we'll just copy, we'll just paste this. So here, instead of marital status, we need citizenship. We'll select this one. Okay, and the position of the legend, select a center right like this. Okay, titles are done. This is for by marital status, so we are just editing the title. Okay, three visuals are created. Now the next visual will be total number of employees under one manager, right? So for that, bar graph would work. We'll select new visual as bar graph. We'll just resize it. Okay, then what we are going to do here is we will select manager name on x-axis and total employee on y-axis. Okay, and we'll show this data by gender as well. So as in legend, we will use gender. Okay, so this dark blue color is showing male and this light blue color is showing number of female. Okay, So we'll just copy the format from here, we'll paste it here. We have to do little formatting now. So go to format your visual on x-axis, make it bold, select text color as white. Similarly, title of x-axis will be bold, text color as white. Similarly, for y-axis, the values will be bold, text color will be white, and for title as well, it will be bold and text color as white. Done. So this is total employees by manager name and their gender. The one more thing which we can create here is employee status, right? So for employee status, what we can do, we can use this bar chart. Just use this one, resize it. Okay, so in this what you can do, on y-axis you can keep department, sorry, employee status, and on x-axis you can keep employee count. We'll just do the formatting, we'll just format this, we'll paste it here. Okay, and one more thing which we can do here is we'll go to format your visual option. If you scroll down, we have one option, data label. We'll just enable it so that it will show the numbers as well. Okay, then we can create the same chart, which is the vertical bar graph. We'll just resize this chart. Okay, on x-axis we will keep performance score, and on y-axis we will keep total employees. Okay, we'll just copy the format and we'll paste it here. So in this we will do some grid lines as well, grid line formatting. So format, go to format your visual, scroll down. So here there will be one option for grid line. Instead of daughter you can select solid. Okay, so it's look good. We'll just paste this format here. I'll copy this format and we'll paste it here. Okay, now one more thing, one more visual which we can create in this space would be, we can create one table. So for that we'll select this matrix visual. So department wise, how many employees are there will show in the form of numbers. Okay, so here we need two datas, rows, column and value. So in rows we will add department, and in values we will add total employees. Okay, so this is done. So we'll just format this visual now. Go to format your visual option. So the first thing would be we will disable the background. So background we will disable. Then go to visual, row header, font black, font color white, background color same as page. column header same, text color white, background color same as page. Values bold, text color white, background color same as page. Again, alternate text color will be white and background will be same as page. Column subtotal, so white. You can just drag this table like this. Okay, so this is our first page. Okay, so we will format the visuals later on, means we have to decide the color of the visual. So we have created our first page. Now we are going to create our second page, which is nothing but salary and satisfaction analysis. Okay, so in this the first visual which I have decided is we will use this line and clustered column chart. Just resize it. Okay, so basically in this, on x-axis what we are going to show, on x-axis we will select manager name, on y-axis will show their summation of all salaries of their team. Okay, and line which we can use here is of average salary of the employee, like this we can use. Okay, so this is showing the sum of salary for that particular team of that particular manager and the average salary of that particular team. Okay, so this visual, after that we can create one more visual. So the visual will be, we can show the same information by the position wise. Okay, so we'll just copy paste this visual. Okay, so instead of this manager name, what we can do, we can select position here. So it is showing the sum of salaries of that particular position and the average salary of the position. Okay, the next visual we can show here is by department wise. Okay, so what we will do, we will just copy this visual, we'll just paste it here, and we'll just first align these three visual. We will delete this one, we have copied one extra. We'll just select all these three, go to format, align, distribute vertically. Okay, and we'll resize this visual like this. Okay, and we need this information as department wise, so we will cancel this position, and instead of position we will drag department on x-axis. Okay, so it will show this information. Okay, now the next thing would be, we need some card visual here, so that we want to show satisfaction rating, average satisfaction rating, total feedback. Okay, so for that what we will do, we will use this card visual. So the first number will be, we have this employee satisfaction rating here, so we will just drag this here. Okay, so this will show the count of this one. Okay, and we will just rename this visual, title we will on total feedback. This is the total count of satisfaction feedback from all employees. We'll make it bold as well, and text color would be white only. Go to effect, disable the background, go to visual, go to callout value, make it bold, select white color. And one more thing which we can do here is go to general, go to visual border, you can enable, select the color of the border as white and rounded corner as 10, you can 12 you can select. You can just copy this visual. Okay, so we need 3 visuals here. So what we'll do, we will just reduce the size of this one. Call out value, instead of 45 we can use 30, so that we can reduce the size of this visual. Copy, paste it, paste it. Okay, so this second one will show average, right? Instead of count, we will select average, so it is showing average satisfaction rating given by employee. Okay, and the last one would be so we have to edit the title here as well. Okay, so go to format your visual, go to general, title, select average rating. Okay, and one more thing, in general, go to effect, just disable this one, border, format this, paste the format on every card visual. Average rating done. So we'll just drag this. So third one, we will show, instead of employee satisfaction, what we can show here is employee status, employee engagement actually. So we'll just select this one, go here, in field you can add this one and select average. So this is the average engagement score. So go to format your visual, go to general, title will be average engagement rating. So select all these 3 card visual, go to format, go to align and distribute vertically. Okay, so our second page is also created. So go to employee analysis and select this format and paste this format everywhere. Okay, go here, data label we don't want, copy the format, paste it, similarly copy format and paste it. Okay, so our second page is also created. Now we have to create the third page. So in this we are going to create one matrix table which will show every information of each and every employee. Okay, so this is very easy. So the first thing, we have to decide the rows. So in rows we will decide employee name. Okay, so the first column would be date of hire, so values, date of hire. After that, their department, their employment status, their manager name is needed, performance score needed, position also we need, their salary we may need. Yeah, this is done. So this table will show each and everything regarding that particular employee. So what we will do, we will just go on this one, we'll copy this format, go on this table, and we'll paste it here. Okay, so this is the table. So we have created 4 pages. First one home, second one employee analysis, third one salary, and fourth one employee details. So I'll tell you how to provide navigations for this page. Okay, before that we will just format these colors for this particular visuals. Okay, so that it will look appealing. So our next task would be, we have to decide the colors of this visual, right? So see, we can classify this visual based on gender. So we will select legend as gender here, and for this graph as well, we'll select legend. Yeah. So now we'll just give the color for this bar graph. So basically, what we can do, see, go to format your visual. Okay. Go to bars. So for female, you can use one color. See, for deciding the color, you can use this color hunt website. You can select this color, go to Power BI, go to more color, and paste the color. Yeah, and for male, you can keep this one. Go to more color, paste. Okay, so just copy this format, paste it. Similarly, copy the format and paste it. The next thing is again go on this one. So for column, go to format your visual, go to column. So color, you can select this. Everywhere keep the same color so that the uniformity will be maintained. Okay, and see, for line, what we can do, for line color we will select this color. Instead of this, select light one. Yeah, copy the format, paste it. Okay, now almost everything is done. Okay, so we have our first page, index in it, second page with all visuals and index, third page with all visuals, information and index, and fourth page with all details, right? So here some donut chart are there, we can format this as well. Okay, so go to format your visual, select slices. So for first color you can use this one, for second color little light, and third color more light. Okay, similarly this looks good, and for this one go to format your visual slices. So for first color uh, you can use this color, and for second one little lighter. Okay, this looks good. Now in this report, the main thing was we have to create that navigation thing, right? So go to home page. We have 4 buttons here, right? Home, employee analysis, salary and satisfaction analysis, and employee details. These are the 4 buttons. So for creating the navigation, select one button, home. Okay, so we have one thing here, action, right? So make it on. Now under action, the type. So type, we have to select it as page navigation, and destination, it would be none because right now we are at home page. Similarly, for this employee analysis, we have to enable this action button, select type as page navigation, and destination, select employee analysis. Similarly, for this salary and satisfaction, enable action button, type page navigation, and destination, salary and satisfaction analysis. And at last, employee detail, enable the action. Okay, select type as page navigation and select destination as employee detail. Okay, go to employee analysis. Now only home thing is remaining, so under home, enable the action button, select page navigation and select home here. Now everything is done. Go to home. So if you select this one, right, you will be redirected to employee analysis table. If you select salary and satisfaction, you will be redirected to salary and satisfaction. Home, none, salary and satisfaction. Here we have to select employee detail. Okay, for example, if you are on home, if you click on this employee detail, you will be redirected to that particular page. Okay, if you are at home, if you select salary and satisfaction, this page, employee analysis, this page. Similarly, for this salary and satisfaction, for home we will give action, navigation, destination would be home. Similarly, for employee analysis, and the last one, employee detail. And at last we have to do same thing. So first home, enable action, page navigation, destination home, so just same setting everywhere. Enable it, select page navigation, destination, this, done. Okay, so this is our final report. See, this is our first page, home page. If you click on this employee analysis, it will be redirected to the second page. Okay, so this is our employee analysis. Okay, if you click on this salary and satisfaction analysis, so it will be redirected to this page, and if you click on this button, it will redirect it to the last page. Okay, so this is how we have to use page navigation in Power BI. Okay, the next thing here is, right, what we can do one more thing here. We'll just check the report whether it is working or not based on the slices. So let's say we want data only for female. Okay, so if you click on this female, so see, this is the data for female. If we want data for male, so this is the data for male, so it is working. Okay, the next thing, we will check whether it is working for department or not. So we will select 3 department here. So this is the data for IT, production and sales department. Okay, so it's working based on department as well. The next thing, if you select the position, right, so based on the position we will having data like this. Okay, so it's working for all. So this is our final report. I hope you have liked the video. So the important part of this video was page navigation, right? So for page navigation, we have to create one button. We have to decide the action for that button. So we have multiple actions here. See, if you select button, under action, there are so many actions. If you click on that button, it should back, it should bookmark, drill through, page navigation. We have to select, for navigation we have to select page navigation here. This was the important thing in this video. Okay, I hope you liked the dashboard. I hope you got how to create the dashboard from basic. See, basically just 3 simple steps: load the data, check the data and transform the data, and create the visuals. Okay, so thank you for joining in this video.